actually, as you guys know, we went to the live fight this past Saturday, and there was a lot of good fights. It was a good night of boxing, good Saturday of boxing, from the the pre-cards to the main cards. It was amazing. But let's start with talking about Abdullah Mason and Luciano Ramos.
Abdullah Mason, he's a southpaw out of Cleveland, Ohio. Man, Cleveland, stand up.
Yeah, I got a good one. You guys have an up-and-coming superstar, Cleveland.
Hell yeah.
What did you think about that fight?
Yeah, so right off the bat, we had to go early and see him fight, because after we saw that interview on the Boxing Voice, we had to show up and see, if what he said was for real.
You talking about Abdullah?
Yeah, Abdullah.
Yeah.
So, it was a good interview, telling him about how he got signed. He's another Jay Prince signee. Jay Prince has been on fire. Jay Prince got Shakur Stevenson, Jared Big Baby Anderson. And so he ended up signing this other prospect, and had to see what he was about.
Yeah, I know. I think it was good because I didn't know him. Before this fight, I didn't hear about his name, so it was cool that we got to see a little interview that he did before the fight to kind of get to know him and get you excited about seeing him or whatever. And I'm glad we did, because it really got us excited to see what he was about. Just kind of hearing his little story, how he was actually about to be close to getting to the Olympics, but he had the age cut him off to go on to the Olympics. We had to see what he was about. And he was even fasting due to, he said he's Muslim.
Yeah, the fact that he's Muslim and he's fasting, it takes a lot of discipline, especially already in the sport of boxing. But to do it where you can't eat from sun up to sundown, that just shows how dedicated he is. So I was excited to see how he would perform. And another thing that's pretty interesting is the fact that he was sparring with Shakur Stevenson for Jamel Herring. And it makes sense because when you see his body, you can see he's kind of tall. He's definitely tall for the division. He fights at 135 lightweight. But so that was interesting. So he's in there getting some good work.
Yeah. Because especially for Shakur, trying to spar with him, he's got something.
So that intrigued me as well. So, and had us excited about tuning in. So. But
let's get into the fight.
All right. You want?
I can start it off. I just say that I was, very impressed. Even to the outfits. I liked his outfit. I liked his shorts. They're nice, little bling blinging.
Hey, I liked his ring entrance. I wish we knew that song.
Yeah.
That song was tight. It was I don't know if it was tribal or
Yeah. If you guys know
I'm not sure what it is.
If you guys know the name of the song,
when I tried to watch it back on ESPN Plus, I tried to see if I could, but they didn't show the entrance. So
okay.
But that was pretty cool too.
But needless to say, I was impressed at that young man. He's going to be very talented. I think he did some great work when he was out in the ring. I think he frustrated his opponent, Luciano Ramos. I think he definitely frustrated his opponent. I'm going to get to his opponent shortly, but did you see anything that stood out from Abdullah?
Hey, Abdullah has me excited. So, like I already said, the interview already had me excited, and the fight, even though it was short, it had me just, if not more, excited. Because when he got in there, in the interview, he's talking about, my family, me and my 6 brothers, my 5 brothers, all we do is boxing. We could do other stuff, and it's boxing. And when you watch the fight, and you see how poised he is, and just how fluid he moves around the ring, you could be you believe him. He just looked like he's been doing this forever. He was sharp. He was, a lot of young fighters, with him only being 18 or 19.
Yeah, just for 19.
Yeah, and with a lot of young fighters, they don't usually go to the body, and he was mixing it up. He was throwing the jab to the solo plex. He was coming up top, and he was throwing nasty short hooks inside. I was like, man, he had me excited, and he had good footwork,
I almost wanted to see more of the fight, and I wanted to see more of Abdullah, because it was I wanted to see more of him, but obviously he knocked out Ramos quick.
did stop it prematurely. He did get the knockout, and the knockout was gonna come eventually, but the ref did stop it prematurely.
Yeah.
But it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen, whether it be the next 5 seconds or
Although you know what, guys, watching it live, I didn't even see that the ref stopped it prematurely. At that time when I was watching it live, I was like, yeah, stop, But when we rewatched it the next day, you could see from different angles, and it was like, yeah, the ref definitely stopped that fight prematurely, And Ramos, let me get into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Ramos, it seemed like he was just getting frustrated. Like as soon as kind of the fight started going on, you could just see the frustration in his face.
And remember, he was dancing around the ring, acting like he was all tight, walking around like you can't see me, and he was getting caught still.
Yes,
he was still getting caught, even though he was like walking off like, oh yeah, you can't even touch me, I'm tight, and he was still getting caught.
Yep, he was. So I understand the frustration. I'm sure that you get stopped prematurely by the ref, but still show good sportsmanship.
But what do you think? What
Ramos,
what
if you guys saw after the fight, he was pissed, obviously Ramos, because the ref stopped it soon. But instead of going up to Abdullah and dabbing him like good work, he went and he tried to he pushed Abdullah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Why would you do that?
And it was crazy because he pushed him and we were like, it's not like he stopped the fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, he stopped the fight, and it was like, so it was like, it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, and I don't stuff like that makes me not want to watch the opponent on another fight. You know what I mean?
And he's gonna have some problems getting another fight after that. I would imagine.
Yeah, because I feel like even his corner and other people were like, bro, chill.
And even and I was like, and even Mason's face, wait, he was confused, but I'm like, good thing that the young brother kept his poise, you know what I mean? Because it would have been deserved if he did end up teeing off, but that was a good,
And shout out to Abdullah. He was a very nice young man. We met him
After
after the fight. Check out this photo we got here.
Yeah, he was real nice and humble, and you could tell, he really appreciated, the support of the fans, and we let him know that we're gonna go to all the fans. We're definitely a supporter of him. We got us excited to watch him again. That one round, we just can't wait to see more. So thanks for tuning in, y'all.
And catch us on our next episode of Let's Talk Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.